Kalenea here from Live Out Loud. And for today's Random Thought Thursday, I'm joined by Genevieve Alao from Corner Counselor. And we decided that we were going to do for you all this year is that we're going to put out a 4-point series on an exit plan and what an exit plan is. So happy January, happy 2021. We made it. We give God all the praise. And so we realized that everybody's in this space right now of assessing what happened over the past year, probably identifying certain things in your life that you wish would change, and maybe you want to move where you live, maybe you want to change jobs, maybe you want to exit a relationship into a new one, whatever it is, but everybody's in this space of assessing areas of their life that they want to change. And we really just wanted to provide you all with a set of key points or tools that you can use on how to generate your own personal exit plan. So what we're going to do this week is we're going to talk about what an exit plan is and whether it's for you, and how, and we're going to start to get into like how you could create your own. So welcome, Genevieve, and please do tell us, what is an exit plan and is it for you? Who is it for?
Okay, well, thank you so much. So glad you are doing this series, such an important series, and really appreciate the fact that you are opening up this conversation. And I like the fact that you equated exit plans with change, because so many of us desire change. And at Corner Counselor, we're all about real life change. And so thank you so much, Kalenea and Live Out Loud, for providing a platform where we can talk about change, all of the hardship that comes along with change, all of the reasons why we want change, and then all of the ways in which we can achieve change. So what is an exit plan? So the term or the concept is taken from the business world. And the idea there is really when people are selling their businesses, or when they've realized that their businesses have come to a place where they're no longer profiting them or benefiting them, and they want to transition. And so they come up with an exit strategy, a strategy that will allow for them to transition out of the business they're in with the minimal losses and with maximum gains, right? And so we want to make sure we get those profits and we lose as little as possible as we transition. And so I just took that term and decided, hey, let's apply it to real life. Let's transfer that concept and all of what it means and all of what it contains onto our real lives, and really figure out how to strategically detail or clarify how we move from one place to another, from one stage or phase or season of life to another, or from one way of doing life to another. So an exit plan is really moving out of one place into another, right? So moving out of something that's undesirable into another that is more desirable. Okay, so we recognize that sometimes we're not happy, we're not satisfied, we're just not in a place where we're loving or living our best lives. Okay, and we have so many fancy terms that come along with that, but we're not living our best life, let's say that. And we want to do something different. We want to have something different. We want to experience something different. And so an exit plan really allows for us to qualify the reasons why we want something different, but also look at what has brought us to this place of desiring something different. Okay, so we're unsatisfied, we don't like where we're at, but why? Right? Yeah. What are the reasons we're feeling that angsty anxiety? Like what are the components of this space where we're at? What has brought us to this place where we're at right now? And that requires for us to take some time to reflect. Right? We got to sort of look back and see, wait, okay, so I made this decision here. I chose this. Whatever took place. And now I'm here at this place where I'm not satisfied and I need to get out of here. So an exit plan, we look at minor exit plans, we look at major exit plans, and we also look at intangible exit plans. So minor exit plans, we're doing this every day. Okay, so I want to normalize this for everyone that's listening. We actually know how, we're experts in exit plans, actually. We know how to do this. So minor exit plans every day. We're exiting Zoom calls, we're exiting conversations, we're exiting spaces or events, right? So we know how to exit, some of us better than others, mind you. Right? So we're on the phone, we see someone calling, and we're like, oh man, I have an appointment. I got to go in like half an hour. I'm looking at the call. I'm like, okay, I can't answer the call because I know that I'm going to be on the phone for half an hour. Well, not necessarily. If you have an exit plan, you can pick up that phone and you can say, hey girl, what's going on? What's happening? What you need? Okay, got you. I'm going to talk to you later. And you've already executed the exit plan. You found out what was going on in your mind. You did this subconsciously, right? You found out what was going on. You decided that you were going to make plans to connect later or fix the issue or respond to the issue. And then you got off the phone. You exited, right? So you had a subconscious plan in place to exit that situation. We do this all the time. We do this every day, right? We're in meetings, we do this. And so I want to make sure that people realize that they can execute exit plans on a very small scale. Major exit plans, retirement, breakups, moving to another country, getting a new job or changing careers, going back to school. Those are major exit plans, right? We're sort of working in a career for a really long time. We want to transition. What do we do? Right? So we're going to talk about some of those steps. We're going to talk about the background stuff that lays the foundation for us to succeed, for us to grow, and for us to really get what we want from the thing that we're transitioning into, so that we don't find ourselves in the same situation again, where we're like, oh man, I need an exit plan, right? So we're looking at minor exit plans, we're looking at major exit plans, and then we're also looking at intangible exit plans. And I love these because these are the ones that create that like uneasy feeling on the inside, the anxiety, the depression, the mood disorders, the affect stuff, right? We're looking at things like behavioral patterns, choices in life. We're looking at thinking styles. We're looking at the way that we talk to ourselves. And so some of us need to create an exit plan for how we've been talking to ourselves, for how we've been functioning in relationships, for how we've been relating to ourselves. Some of us need an exit plan for those things. You know, I'm always in a rush. I'm never good enough. Everybody's going to reject me. I'm never going to get what I want. I'm never going to be able to be in the career that I want. I'm not smart enough. Like those kinds of those ways of thinking about ourselves, those ways of setting up our lives, like we need to come to a place where we create an exit plan. We clarify how we're going to move from that space to another one, to a healthier, where we can say, you know what, girl, I got this. You know what, I'm winning, I'm slaying every day. And we do that. And we do that. And fear is such a crippling thing. And some of us need to create an exit plan to move away from the relationship that we have currently with fear, which is one that hinders us, to a relationship where fear fuels us and actually propels us forward into the thing that we desire, right? So, you know, exit plans, tangible, intangible, minor, major, exit plans are all around us. We're doing it. And so now we want to get to a place where we're very intentional about being specific, about being detailed, about where we're at and where we want to go. So that's where we're sort of landing right now. And I love the question you asked. You said, is it for you? Is it for you? I'm of the opinion that exit plans are for everyone, right? Everybody wants change of some sort. Everybody desires something different in some area of their lives. We are consistently evolving. We are consistently improving. And that idea of the exit plan can be superimposed onto all of those ideas and concepts, right? We want change. We want different. We can do the exit plan thing. So exit plans are for everyone. And then you said, as we do the 4-part series, we want to recognize, of course, there are practical steps to this, right? But there are also those background or foundational or preliminary steps to this thing called the exit plan. And if I dare to say, reflection is like, I don't know, I think it's like the fundamental, most important thing in life that we could ever do to succeed. Taking a look back at what has brought us to the place where we're at, and how we can, and figuring out how we can sort of mine all of what we've been through, for the lessons that we can learn, for the wisdom that's available there, for all the nuggets that we can glean from adversity, from hardship, from pain, from suffering, from great times, from celebrate, for all of that, and use it to our advantage going forward into our future. So some of laying that foundation requires the reflection, and part of that is telling ourselves, or maybe not telling ourselves, but getting to the point where we can really believe that we deserve this time. We deserve the time and energy and effort and heart space and head space that it takes to build this exit plan. We actually deserve it. We are deserving of that. We are worth it. And I think some of us have to get over that hurdle, really have to get past the well, everybody else is deserving of our time and energy, but we're not. Well, everybody else gets our help and our consideration, but we don't. When it comes to us, we sort of take the scraps and we take the crumbs.
Mm-hmm.
But that one small shift, it's very subtle, right? That shift to I'm worth it, I
Yeah.
deserve it, can change how we spend our time. Well, you know
Mm-hmm.
what? I am worth it. I am going to take 2 hours to spend on myself, figuring out this whole exit plan thing, figuring out where I'm at, what I want to do, where I want to go, um, because I am worth it, right? But we
Yeah.
have to get to that. We have to get to that place, and denial is a weird and funny thing, because we will deny from now until whenever. And I think part of that I'm worth it thing is coming out of a place of denial, coming out of that place of like, um, I'm okay where I'm at. I'm okay. It's okay. I've got enough money to pay my bills, or my relationship is all right. He doesn't beat me, or she doesn't uh, curse me out or call me names. But you're not fulfilled, and you're not happy, and you're not getting what you want. And you're not becoming your best self, and you're not even who you want to be in that relationship,
Absolutely.
right? And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
well, you're actually worth the thing that you want. You're actually worth it, right? You actually do deserve it. And so are you willing to take some time? Are you willing to take some time to figure out, hey, why have I been telling myself that the scraps are okay? Why have I been telling myself that I'm okay in this career because it offers me, a pension plan at the end of the day, or at the end of my 35 years of service? My mom told me, my dad told me, my aunties told me, my uncles told me that I need to find a place in this particular career or job because it's secure. I'm meeting the expectations and challenges and desires of other people. So it's like, okay, well, I've done this for so long and I'm still not happy. I've been pleasing everybody else for so long, I'm still not happy. I've been trying to be somebody else for other people for so long and I'm still not happy.
Yeah.
When am I going to start telling myself that this is not working? No, like
Yeah, it's so true.
when am I going to start admitting that to myself?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And that's a hard thing to do. I think that's the hardest shift to make when it comes to the exit plan. Coming to a place where we admit to ourselves, like, yeah, no, everything I've been doing, the things I've been doing, they're not working out anymore. And I'd love for my mom to be happy and pleased. And I love for my spouse and my partner, my friends and my boss and my whoever, I'd love for them all to be happy and for all of them to get what they want, but not at my expense. No,
Absolutely.
not anymore.
Absolutely.
Right?
And I think what is a good thing, even before like we move into the next three parts of this series, is that it's okay for you to leave. I think that um, people have sort of given that their portion is misery, and their portion, you've experienced pain, or you lost somebody, or somebody close to you went through something, and in order for you to show that you care about what they're going through, or even if somebody in the space of maybe you lost somebody you loved, maybe your husband passed away or your mother passed away, or for you to show that you care about that, or that pain or that loss, or to give honor to that, that means you have to stay in a place of misery, that people can
Mm,
always see that you're always sad about what happened.
mm,
And you can honor them, you can remember them, but misery is not your portion. Struggle is not your portion. Struggle is not your birthright. Misery is not your birthright. That is not it.
mm.
That is not it. You don't have to be in a place of constant struggle, constant pain, constant misery to
Wow.
show that you're living life. This is not what life is supposed to be about. Pain
And
and
I love that
fear.
that idea that you just said.
Yeah.
Like that concept, that way of thinking, that mindset. That
Yes.
requires an exit plan.
It needs an exit plan. It
Yeah.
needs an exit plan. So that's what we're trying to do. So it's not necessarily like a 5 steps living your best life, although you could definitely use these to help you create your best life. But
Yeah.
this is not a quick and easy plan. It is a set of key points for you to take throughout your journey of life to help you live your best life, to help you divorce certain mindsets, to
Yeah.
help you exit um, mindsets really and behavioral patterns that are keeping you back from living your life out loud. So thank you.
Love
So
it.
that's a great transition.
Love it.
So thank you so much for joining us today. So as I said, this is a 4-point series. Next week, we're going to be getting into how is it that you determine where you want to go. You might have an idea, you might have a clear idea, you might have a vague idea. So we're going to just help you really determine what it is that you want to transition into. And to start with that, you have to be aware of where you are. So please come ready with your pens, your pencils, your markers, your crayons, your pads of paper. Come ready to take some notes. If you have any questions about what we said here today, any comments, questions, problems, rejoices, whatever the case may be, please put them in the comments below. And remember to live out loud. Have a great week. Bye.